Hi Virgo, welcome or welcome back. It's good to see you. If this message resonates or you find it helpful, then it's for you. And if not, just leave it for someone else or return to it at a later time. Also, be sure to check out the description box where I will leave some journal prompts for you based on this reading. Okay. Your energy feels so dynamic. It's as if on one hand, you're extremely playful, but you're also very determined. You're busy, and yet you're focused. There's just a lot going on. Your energy feels very busy, but also very light and positive. It's really beautiful. And as I was tuning into your energy just a few minutes ago, I heard red poppy. So if you feel like working with any plant energies, red poppy is coming forward. There's a lot of symbolism associated with that if you feel curious in doing any research. I also heard the word Stargate. I have no clue what that means. Maybe it's symbolic to somebody out there, but I heard Stargate. And then I also was tapping into this kind of undercurrent of determination and strength within you. And I heard people underestimate you. People underestimate your power, your determination, your strength, your flexibility, adaptability, your capacity to navigate challenges, your ability to step up. People underestimate a lot about you. And Spirit just wants me to say that for some reason. Okay. All right. So with all of that said, we're going to go into your tarot cards first. And then at the end of the reading, I'm going to pull one oracle card as a closing message. So let's dive right into your general energy. I already have the first three cards pulled. So your current internal experience is represented by the Page of Pentacles. Your current external experience is represented by the Five of Wands. And your current kind of big picture experience or the archetypal theme that you are moving through is the Queen of Wands. So beautiful. So beautiful. I'm hearing you have elevated your status. You have established, solidified, and or elevated your status. This could be something that you have done publicly or just within yourself, right? So maybe you got promoted at work, or you recently have entered into a new relationship or a new form of a relationship. It's more committed now, right? Or maybe if you've like bought a house, right? You're now technically a homeowner. You have the status of homeowner, something like that. It could be public, right? But in essence, the Queen of Wands is really about self-authority, knowing your own power, and declaring to yourself the power that you hold, at the very least, right? She's associated with fire, with passion, with joy, self-expression, the solar plexus chakra, right? So overall, through the Queen of Wands, I feel like you are doing amazing. Like your passion has been ignited. Maybe your love has been ignited. It's like you've entered into a new paradigm of receiving. Your ability to receive has elevated, right? And with the Queen of Wands and the Page of Pentacles together, it feels to me like you have entered a new beginning. 444 on the timer. Yeah, you have just laid a new foundation. It's almost like you've passed through a veil into a new era of life where the very foundation on which you stand has changed. And that could be very well related to this newfound status in some way. So there's kind of like two things happening simultaneously. It's like you have established yourself. You're feeling a solid sense of self, really empowered, on fire, passionate, alive. Like you know who you are and what you want, and you're receiving amazing things, right? And at the same time, you are questioning what you can make of this newfound foundation. It's like she's holding the pumpkin in her hand, or the pentacle in her hand, and she's saying, okay, what can I do with this? You've been handed an opportunity. You've been handed, I'm hearing, a new life. And now you're asking yourself, what investments can you make that will grow this new life to its maximum potential? So you could be questioning something related to work or finances. You could be considering studying something new, investing in something new, maybe a career change or just a tweak in the way that you work, the way that you manage money. This could also be related to your physical body and your physical energy. Maybe you're thinking about how can I take better care of my body? Like, I've stepped into such an incredible new phase of life. I really want to make the most of it. I want to feel my best physically. Could be a lot of different things, right? Now, with the Five of Wands as your external experience, this is interesting because traditionally, most people interpret the Five of Wands in its shadow state, which is conflict and bickering. People just not getting along, right? To some extent, maybe you're experiencing conflict with other people, or it's almost like butting heads. It's not a huge deal. It's just that kind of bickering, butting heads energy. Maybe you are experiencing that with some people. But in its exalted state, the Five of Wands is almost, you could say, the joy of competition. And there's an incredible sense of playfulness. You see how they're hitting each other, right? But they're hitting each other with big sticks. It's like play fighting. It's play fighting. And I feel like externally there is just so much shifting and changing, and there's so much for you to navigate right now. It's very busy. But you're approaching it with an incredible sense of playfulness. And lightheartedness, or at the very least, a sense of flexibility that is allowing you to remain in a positive mindset no matter what challenges arise, you know? I'm just going to clarify this Five of Wands really quick. I'm just curious. What the heck is this about? Clarify the Five of Wands. What is this Five of Wands energy? I actually feel like clarifying all of them. I usually don't do that. Eight of Cups. Oh. Okay. The World. Oh, yeah. Nine of Swords. Okay, there is something here. There is something here in your external reality that is asking for you to release or walk away from it. It's almost like I'm hearing you say, I don't want to deal with it. It's almost like, ugh, I don't have time for this drama anymore. Like, I'm moving onward and upward. I'm doing better maybe than you ever have, right? Or you're just feeling so invigorated. And invested in your future. You just don't have time for this drama, even if it is kind of silly, right? It's like, meh. So there may be someone or multiple people in your life, if it's like a work situation or a family situation, there may be multiple people in your life who are just, they create drama, or they're at war with themselves, and there is an asking within you to move on from it. But some part of you may be feeling anxious about it, worried about what will happen if you leave, the ramifications of that. Interesting. Okay. All right, let's go into your challenge. Yeah, let's just go into your challenge. What's the primary challenge that Virgo is facing right now? Challenge for Virgo. 10 of Wands. Yep. Oh dear. The Fool. Yes. 9 of Cups. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. I feel like the challenge is to allow yourself, give yourself permission to be fully planted in this new reality or new phase that you've stepped into. Like, it's so very real, and it's almost like the new status that you found, whether internal or external or both, this passion that you've stepped into, this fresh beginning that you have stepped into. It's trying to bleed into every other aspect of your life. It's like, if one area of your life changes, you can't expect other areas of your life to not be changed, because nothing happens in a vacuum. Nothing happens in a void. Your whole life is a web. Everything is interconnected. So if you have recently up-leveled in one area of your life, which you have, the ripples are moving now, and they're going to affect another area, all other areas of your life in some way. So there's an asking here from Spirit for you to put down a burden that isn't yours. Drop the codependency, as we have talked about time and time again, right? Drop the people pleasing, drop the codependency. You know that something's not right for you anymore. Something is just not right for you anymore. It's really as simple as that. It may be this. I mean, because look, you're being asked to walk away from an unfulfilling situation or relationship, and to let it wrap up, to let it end. But you're anxious about that. It's like, you know what that is, but you're anxious about doing that. And it's all because you're afraid of how it will make other people feel, or you're afraid how it will impact other people. If you leave that job, if you shift the way you interact with certain family members, if you shift the way that you interact with coworkers, if, let's say, you own your own business, right? If you raise your prices, how are people going to react, right? All that worrying about how other people are going to react to you living your best life is codependency, right? Yet again. So it's like, put down the burden. That's not yours. How other people react to you living your best life is their stuff. Put down the burden and let yourself literally step into a brand new life full spectrum in every way, not just in this one way that you have, not just in this one area of life, and certainly not just internally, right? You're being asked to embrace this full energy across the totality of your life in all areas. And that full scale fresh start is what's going to line you up with everything that you want. Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment, total emotional satisfaction, getting what you want. What you want, whatever that is on the other side of letting go, moving through the World card, moving through an ending, walking away from something so that you can give yourself a fresh start. Right? So what's the advice here? Well, let's clarify the Ten of Wands. Let's see if we can, it's going to be different for each and every one of you, what you need to walk away from or release. It could be the smallest thing, or it could be the biggest thing. What's this Ten of Wands? Two of Wands. Three of Swords. Five of Cups. Oh. Page of Wands. Hermit at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. You know the truth. You know the truth in your body. It's not in your head. If you're in your head about it, you're just going to work yourself into a tizzy, basically. You know, your head is where overthinking is what creates anxiety. Fear of the future or guilt or regret relative to the past, whatever it is. It's just like your own inner truth, your power. It's in your body. This is an invitation to maybe find some good quality alone time. Go into your heart space. Go into your heart space and ask, what is weighing on my heart now that I'm doing so well in this one way, in this one area of life? Some major up level has happened. Any burden or pain in your heart, anything that's not working for you, it's going to be highlighted in contrast to the up level. You know what I mean? So take some good quality alone time to go into your heart and ask your heart, what is hurting you? What is not working for you? What is disappointing you? Who is disappointing you? And on the other side of that kind of self-awareness, there's going to be a decision that you need to make to start over, start again, start fresh, to allow this Queen of Wands energy that you stepped into to infuse itself into this other area of your life. Can you bring the power that you found in this one area, in this up level, can you bring that power into whatever is burdening you and let that fire transform that aspect or that area of your life as well? Okay. All right, what's the advice? What's the advice for Virgo? And then we'll pull an oracle card as a closing message. Advice for Virgo, please. Spirit. Three of Pentacles. Three of Wands. Judgment. Ooh. Yeah, there's a big choice point that you need to move through relative to whatever is weighing on you that you now can no longer ignore. There's a calling for you to rise. Literally, the word rise is right there on the gravestone. Whatever. Rise. Rise to the challenge, I'm hearing. Rise to the challenge. The challenge of being willing to let go so that you can give yourself the fresh start you deserve in every way and in every area. You are being called. You are being called to up level, to continue the momentum that you've found, to find practical solutions, in order to move forward into bigger, better, more expansive horizons. Find a way. I'm hearing just find a way. There is a way. Actually, maybe a very practical, straightforward way. Emotionally, it might feel like a big deal, but practically, I'm seeing it is not. On the other side of this decision, choosing to let this beautiful Queen of Wands energy infuse every aspect of your life. On the other side of that is just, again, wish fulfillment. Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Fill your own cup. Choose yourself. That's Queen energy. That's Queen energy. I think you're starting to realize that choosing yourself, loving yourself, dropping burden, it is actually for the highest good of all. Even though some people may have an immediate negative reaction, which has nothing to do with you, right? It is for the highest good of all. You living your best life is the best thing you can do for everyone, right? Okay, closing message from Anatomy of a Witch Oracle. Closing message for Virgo, please. Closing message for Virgo, please, Spirit. Whoop. I'm hearing tenderness, like having tenderness, of course, with yourself, maybe other people as well. Sometimes the most powerful boundaries are set with tenderness. The most powerful decisions we make are sometimes the most quiet, I'm hearing. Bless. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, I'm just going to read you what the guidebook says, and then we'll be done. Two hands offer forth a bowl of swirling water that is being infused with the elements of earth, fire, and air. A sense of spirit fills the air, adding intention and focus to the brew. Blessings abound as the water is shared. To bless is to acknowledge the wonder of the world and our relationship to it. When we consecrate items for ritual and magic, we recognize their sacred importance in our lives. Even that which is usual and mundane can be appreciated and acknowledged for aiding us. A blessing is a gift freely given that carries recognition and respect. Blessings and gratitude go hand in hand. When we choose to accept blessings and practice gratitude, we shift the balance, even in dark times. Keywords are bestow, acknowledge, consecrate, and gratitude. A daily practice of gratitude is much easier to maintain than you might think, as well as quite powerful. Choose a liminal time of day, upon waking or as you prepare to go to sleep. In your mind, acknowledge the spirits, deities, people, and/or ancestors who have helped guide you, by name or just in general. Express your thanks and choose one thing you wish to bless in your life. Wow. So this is Spirit inviting you to appreciate everything that you have in your life. There is so much to be thankful for. So much to be thankful for. From the smallest mundane thing, just like it said, like the feeling of your cat as you pet it, right? Or the breeze on your face, all the way up to your partner, right? The love of your life, or an amazing, your car. I don't know. It's like anything, right? But focusing on what you're grateful for and really, really feeling the gratitude in your physical body. That's so powerful. That emits a vibration of self-love, love in general, including self-love. And when you engage in the ritual of actively loving your life, life will present you with more things to love, and it will be much, much easier to just tenderly release things that you don't love, things that aren't working for you. All right, Virgo, thank you so much for letting me read for you. I hope that this was helpful or at least thought-provoking. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below, and be sure to check out those journal prompts in the description box as well. I'll see you next time. Bye.